Hi, welcome back to the Age of Algo. Today we're going to speak about a project that I'm very bullish about. This is not a sponsored video. I just believe in the project. I've been following these guys for a few months, and yesterday they released their own framework as an open source model on GitHub, and that for me it's an amazing news because I can finally put my hands on it, and that made me even more bullish. And so I decided to make this video. So I'm talking about Eternal AI. Eternal AI, it's a massive project that wants to create a layer 0 for AI agents. So a platform for agents to be deployed and live in several blockchains. As you can see, as for now, they have 12,000 agents in different blockchains, like on Avalanche, Tron, BNB, ZK Sync, Solana. They have Bitcoin. They're on Symbiosis, Ethereum, of course, Arbitrum, Base, and Abstract. They just keep on delivering. What I love about this project is the ambition behind it and the actual philosophy. These guys are really for decentralization, and decentralization in AI, it's not just a buzzword, but it's really, I believe, a key topic that will define the future world that we will live into. So we are not just talking about some marketing term to shield some coins, but decentralization in AI, it's really as important as it was decentralization in finance for Bitcoin more than 10 years ago. In the case of Eternal AI, we have agents that can be deployed on-chain. So these agents live on-chain forever. They outlive us as developers and creators, and they're trustless and they are unstoppable. And this is something that I really love. They have this token that is like the Eternal AI, the EAI token, that it's been deployed on different blockchains. Full disclaimer, I invested into this project myself and I got them on Ethereum just because there is more liquidity. And as you see, the price and the market cap, it's really crazy right now. I mean, this is like $19 million market cap for a project that it's been delivering futures for more than a year. And, you know, the market is so crazy right now. This is the market cap that meme coin on Solana will get in 1 hour, and then you have these crazy projects that are very undervalued, in my opinion. Whatever. So the token, speaking about the token, it has different utilities and different use case, because it can be staked with a very good APR of 15%. And at the same time, there are some practical use cases where basically the token will pay for the AI agent deployments. And at the same time, the final user that wants to use that agent will pay with this token for prompt usage and to access all the AI features. Here you can really see better the tokenomics of Eternal AI. So it's like 1 billion supply, and a part is for the public sale, 10%. The majority is for the community, and then there is team and advisors. Eternal AI has this mission really clear. It's either going to be AI in the hands of a handful of mega corporations, or it's going to be decentralized open source AI in the hands of everyone. For example, in this chart, what they say, and this is true, is that even agent as Luna or Truth Terminal, they can be shut down pretty easily by the creators, while with Eternal AI, you're going to deploy agents on chain that will live there forever, so that they really will outlive us. And I think this is beautiful as a developer or creator of AI agents, to think that whatever you do, once it's deployed, it's a smart contract, it lives in the chain, that's it. So they're really unstoppable, and they're trustless. They're not some trusted and centralized entities like Microsoft, OpenAI, or Google or wherever. What is beautiful, it's like the team, it's been spot on AI since before it was cool. They were even very much active in the Bitcoin virtual machine, and that's a project that I liked as well. This is really the idea behind Eternal AI, is that if, as we know now, we have these protocol layers like Ethereum, Solana, wherever, Base, with all these D apps that are like built on top of the layer. What Eternal AI is building, it's really a decentralized AI layer that can run these AI agents that they can pass and live on multiple blockchains at the same time. And this is pretty amazing to me because, as we said in another video, I really believe that AI agent, it's all about personality and utilities. And with framework like ELIZA, we can achieve a good personality very easily. But at the same time, when you get into adding use cases, it's really like a uphill. While in this case, thanks to this framework, we really have many features that already come into the framework. Basically, once you prompt, you go into the, let's say, the framework, the Eternal AI framework, where you have like all these decentralized LLM smart contract with the computational power that gets allocated to different users. So that's why it's really decentralized. Something that I found out that I would really love to test, but I didn't test myself, is that the team is so crazy that they didn't stop at software, and they actually shipped this hardware product called the Neuron for like $59.99. So it's like 68K of Eternal AI. And basically, I love the design. This is kind of a GPU that you can have in your house, and that it can power your own local LLM, as well as it can works like 24/7, earning block rewards and transactions fee. As these machines really power multiple decentralized networks, including, of course, Eternal AI. And, you know, I think this is really amazing because this is really what AI should be in Web3 spaces. So I see when I like looking at the product, it's like basically it's a 4090 with 24 gigabytes of RAM. But I mean, this is amazing, right? We have like, in Web3, we have teams that are like shilling everything for every software update that they do. And here we have a team that is doing software, is doing apps, is doing a layer 0 AI, and it's doing even a hardware, some hardware machine. I mean, I love it. And what's amazing is that, yeah, this is really something that I don't have it, but I would love to test it out, because this is really what decentralization should be when it comes to AI. Let's look at the chart for a moment. And I don't want to shield this project, but I'm very bullish about, and just for you to know, as I said, there is no sponsor behind it. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with the project in any way, but I decided to invest myself. And something that I grew up to learn in the Web3 space is that after a few circles, today really I want to invest only in projects that I do use, because otherwise there is so much offer in the Web3 space that you can really put your money everywhere. And so I'm happy to say that Eternal AI for me is something that I came across thinking about using it as a framework before actually deciding to invest into that. That said, this is not financial advice. You should do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is all very risky. As you say, as CoinGecko says, they can still mint new tokens, and this is something that they explain in the vesting schedule. But at the same time, just let's look at this chart. This is incredible because we have a project that is like sitting a market cap of $18 million. And as you see, like in the last, this is like the 1 year time frame, and around December and January they had like a peak together with the whole crypto narrative at 27 cents, and now they're back at 0.08. And that, for me, I have to admit, was a great reason to buy the dip. But just to say that it's unbelievable to me that this project is still at this low price. It's compatible with ELISA. It's compatible with Solidity. It's actually built in Solidity, so it's AVM compatible. And I think that's going to attract a lot of devs in the Ethereum space. And Ethereum is actually, as you see, is the first pool. So I think that, I mean, when doing due diligence, it's really important in the Web3 space to understand who is in the team. And I have to say that I was very happy to find out that the Eternal AI team is very responsive. You can follow them. Yeah, you see here. In the meantime, we have OpenAI launching AI agents. So, I mean, do you understand how important this fight is for decentralization? It's really all there is right now. But if you go like, you have Eternal AI, and where you can follow them and you can see by yourself the how fast they are when releasing updates. Like a few days ago, we had DeepSeek being released, and in the same day, they released their own LLM based on that in the same day. And this is their main dev, I would say, or at least their public face. I have to say that he's been very responsive. I reached out to him in the last months, just as a normal user, asking a few questions about the project, and he was like super responsive. And I think that this is really important because the AI narrative is going to be very competitive, and you really want to be in the hand of someone who believes in community and who believes in the project, and that it's really committed to do something that is meaningful for the space. So again, I will just suggest you to look up to him and to just visit his profile on X and see by yourself. And this is what really made me bullish about this whole project like never before. And I was so happy, is that they decided just yesterday to release their framework as open source. And I think that this is key, because we really live in the attention economy right now, and for a project to really be noticed, like open source, it's a must, I believe, because this is really the way to create a community. And they have my star, and this is like their framework. And I've been playing with this framework starting yesterday. So like I'm still in the learning curve, but I love it. And as you see, this is we're talking about Solidity smart contract. So as you know, many devs will be happy about it and will probably adopt it. At the same time, it's compatible with ELISA. So if you're coming from an ELISA environment, just like myself actually, so with TypeScript, still you can have that character JSON file that you created with ELISA, but at the same time, you made it in a way that can work with all the features from Eternal AI, and that's pretty amazing. And when you're done, it's like it's Solidity smart contract. So even for security, as you know, I spoke about security in another video, and I think security for AI agent in the crypto space is going to be a key issue. So I'm happy to see Solidity being implemented, because of course there is a history that we have with Solidity security, so it's easier to actually check out. As you see, what is beautiful is that the Eternal AI treats each agent as a non-fungible. So they have this smart contract that is the AI 721. And I think that I mean, that's just great. Even in the way that the framework is being created, basically every module is an agent and it works as an agent in itself. And I'm starting to get it. And I think it works very well because it's a real modular environment. But let's not talk any further. And I want to let you see, like, let's just do it. Let's just get the GitHub and open the project. We'll go with Cursor. Now they had this update where you can actually clone a repo just by clicking here and pasting the link. I mean, they're trying to make this job, and it's cloning my repo right now. Yeah, open it. And here we go. So here you have the project, the framework, and as I said, for the way it's been built, everything is considered an agent by itself. And this is something that I'm understanding little by little, and I think it's great because it makes the project very modular. So you will have the folder for the agent as a service, where there is really everything that the agent could do, the agent studio, that is the UI, so the user interface that you can launch, and all the architectures, the blockchains, the agent where you have the characters, and this is for characters made with the Eternal AI framework, so without using ELIZA, I believe. And here you go, where you have the developer guides, where there are some examples, and the examples, there are like different examples of agent that you can use, like with ELIZA, for example, or an agent that can mint, and so on. And then there is the docs that are very, very useful, because there is a lot of documentation where you can just go and check it out. And even more so, I think what's beautiful is that, of course, we never have time, but we can use the composer and just ask it to, I believe it's summary MD. Yeah, this is the MD file that is kind of the summary in the doc with all the links to all the other MDs. So you can just, even if you're not a seasoned developers, or if you're a dev that it's like on thousands of projects and you have no time, I think this is a great way to just get to know a framework a little bit, because once you gave it to the composer, you can start kind of tweaking it and understanding how this framework works. And as I said, this has been released just yesterday, so I've been playing with it in the last 24 hours. I like it, but I'm still like debugging and stuff and getting my hands dirty. But I love the fact that it's been released open source. I mean, this is just magical, and you can now use ELIZA framework, and you can use this Eternal AI framework, and it's all a smart contract, and it can go on EVM compatible blockchains. It's like, what do you want more? So yeah, I'm very bullish. So we can really say, like, study the documentation of the Eternal AI framework and help me create an agent. And you can just start playing with it, and so that you can understand what the agent can do and what the framework can do. So you say we can do like basic agent types, like ELIZA style agents or rig agents that of course are more advanced. And then there are the custom agents using the Eternal AI API, that there is a free tier that I'm using, and so that I can use their own model that is unfiltered. So I mean, I'm super bullish for this project. I'm just happy there is such a project, because like the space is polluted with all these meme coins and whatever and bots, but I like that here we have a project that is delivered by what sounds to me and looks to me like real passionate people for decentralization. So let's just move forward. Let me know if you're using Eternal AI. I was very surprised that there are no tutorials for Eternal AI on YouTube. So I'm studying this and I would love to make tutorials as we go. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you know them, if you know the framework, if you're using it. Let's connect. And of course, if you like the video, subscribe, because that will help me a lot. Thank you, and let's go build something cool.